Lovely. And that's nicely inside. How do we do? Well, lots of room in here, so that's good. You can turn the flashy lights off. And drive our way back up to the main yard. Did I shut that gate? Don't think I did. Not too worried about shutting the gate to the yard extension, since that's all about as good as it gets at the moment. There's nothing loose in there. I'm going to shut that for now. Take this in here. Nice. Lights off, engine off. Lights on the lane. This is a heavy piece of equipment. But we're working out okay for now. Great little yard tractor for manoeuvring in the tight spaces that this farmyard presents us with. Should be close enough. And of course I shut that door again. Get the windrower. So, nice end of the day, I think. Okay, let's see how well we manage this. Whoops. Let's put it in reverse before we try and manage anything. Okay, I did drive way too far past the barn entrance. I think we're doing okay for now. Straighten that up. Right, we carry on turning it out. We're going to have to pull forwards. Right, that should be sufficient. Get all the bits of equipment in this shed. I don't do something like that. Push that up to the back. And should be perfectly adequate too. So, that's all done for now. I was going to check 3/4 for sheep, 3/4 for water, so that's going to last us till tomorrow morning. No trouble. It's back where it came from. Done. The forks. So that they raise the front of the tractor. Lights off. Jump out, and we'll go and close the barns up. That one. Hi, Bobby. Oh, you've eaten all your food. Have some more. Yay. No. No. Yes. Okay. I'm going to jump back to here and see what the load is now. 38. So, 3 bales, yay. Should be able to take them from this end. Back up, and those up. There we go. That's sufficient. So basically, farmer would be going to bed now. Do some work here at the BGA. How did that end up at 50,000? Okay. Oh. There we go. Whoops. Sped up time too much there. Managed to empty the BGA and not reload it. these 10 bales are not going to credit today. They'll be credited tomorrow, midnight. That doesn't stop us unloading them. We'll get partial credit for the day. Stand those. Ugh. $23.49. So, at least we'll get the BGA loaded with all the bales today, even if we don't get it completely digested today. Maybe. Yes. Okay. That's all done. We can take this back to the store and find my way out. So 27 times 2,700. So a little over 11,000, 12,000. 11,000, I'm going to say. Oh, that's actually the entrance to the workshop that is force field. So that's off that. It doesn't have a flashy light. So we will jump back to the Land Rover since that's right outside the house. I need the flashlight on to see my way in. Smack my face with the door. And so I want about 6-7 hours sleep. It would take me to 8 AM. Don't think we've got a lot of work to do tomorrow, so we'll just do that. Yeah, 10,800 from the biogas, with probably another 8,000 tonight. And a new day. Hi dog, you're not stuck in the house anymore. Yay. Well, that wasn't very good, was it? You don't want to play ball. Okay. So first things I wanted to do today was stack the hay things. So this is our hay, that is store-bought hay. Store-bought hay is the old standard colour. Ours is the season's yellow. Oh, we also want to do this. There we go. Fixing our tractor. Yay. Okay. Damn, that's expensive. So, contracts. There is transporting again. 4 baling contracts. 14 is valuable, but these are all grass to silage. Grass to silage, grass to silage, grass to silage. So I would need a wrapper. Now they're going to provide me with one. We're using the same equipment right across the board. As far as we're aware, all the same. But to do that properly, I'm going to have to borrow the items because I don't have wrapping equipment. And unfortunately, wrapping equipment is pricey. Baling technologies. Now you can use... Oh, if you're not playing with seasons, you can use that because it converts it immediately. But because we're using seasons, we can't use that. We would have to buy or lease one of those, and that's most of the cost of the contract, which is why you borrow their equipment. You don't lease one of those just to do that with. We need to check the sheep. Now, cleanliness on the sheep, because it's hay, well, hay won't degrade anymore right now. They really didn't eat much grass overnight. But again, nothing. There's no breeding going on. So I could just jump over the front wall and turn the tap on. Hi, puppy dog. Hey, see a time like this, you want the puppy dog to follow you. So all we're going to do is turn that on. Go and check our fields. So take an early morning stroll up the hill. Sprint. So that hasn't started growing yet, so I can't do that spraying thing. This I think has to grow another round before I can spray that again, which should mean that the field on the other side of the canola is in the same state. That's all done until we can harvest it. Oh, there's... that's a pair of fields I need to check on. Eagle 7477, good morning and welcome to the stream. I am doing reasonably okay. My throat is suffering from building work going on in the house at the moment. And we probably have another 2 weeks of that to go before there is a respite. Okay. I'll take this little thing. Well, zoom out. That's better. And we're going to investigate our soybeans. And We're also planning a day out with the kids this weekend because the house is not in a good condition for them to stay over. So that will be happening shortly. And so I'm going to need to round this off for too much longer. Wait for the car to get out of the way. No heavy trucks allowed up here. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, what's going on in this field? We have germinated soybeans. Yay! And some big weeds. And about here. And then park in the bus stop and stand on the roof and have a look over the hedge. And that looks very well populated with weeds too. So those two fields should now, oh, they're in growth stage. Did we actually lose any germination? Germination failed. There is no lost germination in these two fields. That is absolutely awesome. So in spite of us planting when the ground was way too cold, the crops are growing. Now I need to run down here to this other field. Oh, oncoming traffic, I can't pass. I don't know who rides horses or pedestrians around here. Rides pedestrians. Who is being a pedestrian or riding horses around this stretch? Although they are, signs are a good indicator that we're at our farm. Private road. So how's this one doing? Growing. It is growing. I don't know if I can... oh, I don't need to fertilise that. Could herbicide that. So, this field and this field over here need to grow another stage before we can put herbicide on them. This field needs to start growing grass for us to get our second layer of fertilizer on it. This field we can, this field we might be able to spread herbicide on, but I don't know. The problem is it needs to grow because since we last fertilized it, and there is a risk that that next growth might be ready to harvest, in which case it's not suitable for herbicide at that point. At least I don't think it is. Once something's ready to fertilize or ready to harvest, you can't fertilize or remove the weeds on them. Hang on a sec.
Lemonade?
Lemonade.
Oh, I'm gonna leave this front door unlocked because I'm going in that way.
Okay, I hope none of our viewers live across the street and know they can break in, but oh. Okay, so that is pretty much everything I want to get done today. We've started a new day, or how did we do on money yesterday? We spent $310,000 on baling equipment. And what else did we spend? Vehicle running costs and wages. But we got our field of hay baled, and we've already made £9,000 today from the BGA minus some very expensive vehicle running costs because we changed the oil on the Challenger. So next week we'll probably still be in the temporary computer location. Can't see the airplanes. There they went. We're not getting the desks delivered this week. They'll be delivered the following week. So there will need to be some relocation of computer equipment the following weekend, but I may delay that if I can. Either do it Friday night or delay it until later on that Saturday. But for next week we will be trying to herbicide our grass field, see if we can kill those weeds. I don't think we've got any other spraying to do on our fields. None of the local farmers want any of their fields done. So we may look at some baling contracts, it depends. But for right now, I think it's time for me to call this. Let's grab the ball and toss it over there. And fill up the food bowl. Hey puppy, eat your food. Yum yum. Oh, that's right. We also need to stack those bales over in this corner here. So, I will say thank you for watching and have a good weekend. For now, I'm out of here.